Jay Dilla Donut. Had to come hometown hero. Oh, this my baby. I gotta come and live. Yo, it's your man Boldy James, and I'm about to dig in the crates at the Okayplayer Lounge. What else? I discovered music from my grandmother, Maxine Pleasant. She used to sing in a church choir. They had a group when I was growing up called the Bondage Review. So my uncle Angelo, her younger brother, and her used to do music. That's where I discovered like the love I had for music, and the first music I remember was through my grandmother. Gotta play with the Bell Biv DeVoe. I grew up off the BBD.
Where do you find the most new music?
Whatever my son listening to in his phone, cause he's 13. He be putting me up on all the youngins who making all the noise, the newest drops and the latest artists. I don't really have an opinion on it. If it's good music, it's good music. It don't matter who making it, where it's coming from, even what type of music it is. You know it when you hear it. Yeah, y'all got all the good shit. Like I'm damn gonna grab the first 12 I see. It's hard not to grab Mary J. It's my baby right here. I've always been a big Mary J fan, so you know, see what this Reminisce do. My favorite album artwork is probably the Reasonable Doubt original artwork with the 2.5 with the pearl handles. It's one of my favorite artwork. It was one of my first guns growing up, and that's the first CD I actually stole it from my homeboy. That always stood out the most. I don't know if I can get jiggy with this salt and pepper. SWV might be a vibe too though. Mike Jack. I might not even make it through both of these crates. My favorite song from my catalog is Illmatic featuring 218 Blige, because that's the first song I ever did with my son. And it's like special, everything me and him do musically, because not only do I live with the kid every day, it's like that's my older son, and it's just crazy for me to hear his voice on the track doing what I do, you know, start his journey out with him. If I can put Illmatic on a playlist with 5 other songs, it would probably be, I like that Benny the Butcher featuring J. Cole record, Johnny P's Caddy, a West Side Gun record, Pray for Paris, Jay-Z, I Woke Up Early This Morning, Beanie Siegel, Look at Me Now, Eminem, Lose Yourself. A lot of this stuff, if it wasn't like my grandpa's playing older music, so I used to listen to myself personally on like my cassette player. I remember my grandpa's digging through the crates for sure. Last album I probably purchased was Alchemist, 2 Chainz, and Larry June. Cause my brother produced it, shout out to the Alchemist, but that's just a crazy trio, you know what I'm saying? Like that just caught me off the blue. I love each artist individually, what they do, and then for them to come as a whole collective, it just was like, I gotta support this. When I think of like vinyls, EPMD, Heavy D, Chubb Rock, like Chaos and Maestro, it was just a different day and age, the era. It was just raw back in the day, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of that stood out, because a lot of this shit nowadays be watered down. The last concert I attended outside my own was maybe Gucci Mane concert. 2 artists that I would love to see collaborate would be Chief Keef and Lil Durk more. I always like wonder why they didn't make more music. Oh, y'all got that shit in here. Here come Diana Ross. Theme from Mahogany. Do you know where you going to? I don't know, Diana, but I'm figuring this shit out. The person I would love to collaborate with the most is Jay-Z. It's my favorite rapper of all time. That's always been on my bucket list. Somebody from the wall that I would love to collaborate with, Mary J or Mariah. A song with me and Mary J. Blige would probably sound just as dope as anything else I would make with anybody else that dope. It'd make me step my game up for sure, because I think so highly of what she does. This is my joint right here, the Eddie Murphy Party All the Time. My girl wants to party all the time, for sure. Richard Pryor is crazy. The significance of 3 of my choices would be J Dilla and Aaliyah, 2 out the 3, because of course they from Detroit. Probably this DJ Quick record, because I used to listen to a lot of DJ Quick growing up because I knew he made the tracks and rapped over the beat. So I always thought like that was like special when people was as dope as him and can still make beats that fire. I started out making beats younger, but then I lost love for making beats and I started rapping. And I've been rapping, but I would love to get back to making beats, rapping over my own tracks. Gotta come DJ Quick. When I listen to music, I always listen to it for the production first. That's what, draws most of my attention towards like the piece of music that I'm actually listening to. And then I listen to the lyrics and what, posts of the beat that they hear themselves on when they write and deliver over the beat. Jay Dilla Donut, had to come hometown hero. Oh, this my baby, I gotta come and live. 3 albums that define my upbringing. Scarface for the homies and the thugs. Jay-Z, Hard Knock Life, A-Ball and MJG, Space Age Panther. Let me split that A-Ball and MJG with UGK, Riding Dirty. Yeah, I'm gonna have to come Master P, Ice Cream, man. I grew up off this. That's a big part of my upbringing, for sure. It just was the ghettoest shit I ever heard in my life. It was a game changer. Everybody was like focused on more like the arts and crafts of it. And he was more like reality-based rap. One song that always get me out of a funk is either the Joel Santana Lil Boy Fresh record or Who Am I? That's the name of the record for sure. It's a certain type of beat that Detroiters rap over, right? And they kind of rap in front of the beat, but the beat has to sound a certain type of way for them to be able to do what they do. That's the new wave. Me, I like soulful, like Motown type of vibe. So if it remind me anything, I like that Motown type of vibe. That's what I deem as a Detroit type of beat or song. ATLiens, Outkast, 3 Stacks, Big Boy, Mariah, one of the most beautiful voices. I freestyle some verses and I script most of them. I freestyle pretty much the way these dudes patch the bars in. It's just like a written, because they not just saying like the first thing come off the top of their head and just leaving it on the track. That's a freestyle. I guess I scribe everything if that's the case, because I don't really just go in there and just ramble. The Detroit legends that deserve more shine in the hip hop scene, I like the artist Baby Money, Skilla Baby, and then I like Babyface Ray, all the babies. What makes a producer click with me, the vibe we have before we make the music. Some producers just be feeling themselves too much. Like my brother and Beats, we always had an organic vibe before we really work. So when we work, it's natural as something can come out of a situation because it's not forced. It's Illmatic. Big part of my childhood. Actually got a chance to build and work with homie along my rap journey. Gotta come Mike Jack, just the whole album. Become Thriller. Well, I learned a lot from Nas, working with Nas. He about as much of a giant as they come in my world. And I just learned how to be more of a shrewd businessman and be more on top of my game when it comes to knowing what moves to make and how much focus to actually put on or take off from this music. You can't give it your all because it's not real life. And words can never pinpoint real life, so you could try your hardest, and that's what I think most of y'all favorite artists do. They like very descriptive with trying to bring the words to life and have it jumping off the paper like a pop-up book. Working with the greatest, it taught me like it take one to know one. What up though, this your man Concrete, your Boldy James, and I just got a chance to dig in the crates at the OKP Lounge. So we out with it.